Determined woman battling to improve crime fighting faces off with 3 county commissioners who control the county's purse strings.
Hamilton County Coroner Lakshmi Samarco shows no signs of giving up the fight for a new crime lab and morgue. But Local 12 has found one of Samarco's allies in the fight could be the Ohio Attorney General. Rich Jaffe is here now with the exclusive story. Rich.
Cammie, to many people, the move to the Mercy Mount Airy Hospital seemed like a great idea. With a bit of retrofitting, it could have served the needs of the crime lab and morgue very nicely. But yesterday, the commissioners announced that it was a no-go. Today, Dr. Samarco says a new facility is still in the plans. She just needs to figure out where. Dr. Lakshmi Samarco and the head of the crime lab, Mike Trimpe, paint a bleak picture of working conditions in their current building. They talk of recent days without heat, other days without air conditioning, even in the morgue. They talk of inadequate ventilation for drug testing and much more.
Everybody here has just managed for years with something they shouldn't have had to manage with. I mean, they should have been provided the appropriate tools to do their jobs as well as they do. And they have not.
Yesterday, with Samarco in the audience, the Hamilton County Commissioners announced their decision not to move the morgue and crime lab to the old Mount Airy Hospital, as Samarco says, killing their dream.
I, for one, concluded that Mount Airy ended up being too large and too expensive of a project for us to move a majority of the county campus to.
The coroner says the proposed facility would have been a boon to law enforcement across the area, and she's now looking for a public-private partnership to create a new facility somewhere else. A possible answer could be found in partnering with the Attorney General's State Crime Lab run by the Bureau of Criminal Investigation. It's an idea Samarco suggested to Mike DeWine last year. We talked with the Attorney General exclusively this morning.
We could, if Hamilton County wants to do that, certainly we could partner with them and have a regional crime lab. You know, it could be that after a number of years we end up with our crime lab, BCI, doing the DNA maybe for the whole state. We do most of it already. But maybe the testing of the drugs and some other things done at the local level.
An old hospital would make the easiest transition for the morgue and the crime lab because they use so many of the same facilities. Also possibly being discussed is the old Deaconess Hospital. Another possibility involves 2 buildings at Mercy West. The ongoing issue will be, will the commissioners be willing to spend the money needed to retrofit some older facility, and what will it take to convince them to be willing to spend that money? In the newsroom, Rich Jaffe, Local 12 News. Cammie?
Well, Rich, did Dr. Samarco have any idea what kind of thing might actually convince the commissioners to pick up the tab for something like this?
Well, she did have a couple of ideas, and part of it has to do with that idea of a public-private partnership, because the thought there is that that would lessen the financial impact of this deal. But she also says that she hopes it does not take a facility failure of some sort on a big case, because that would be tragic. Cammie?
Yes, it would. Rich, thank you.